In this video, we will learn how to find the exact value of a trigonometric function. Now, this is only going to work if we are dealing with a reference angle that's one of our special angles. So look at that denominator. We're looking for things that are a multiple of pi over 2, pi over 3, pi over 4, or pi over 6. So for example, you see this one is a multiple of pi over 6, and this one is a multiple of pi over 3. So you should expect to see that for this concept. So when I see tangent of 23 pi over 6, I think to myself, the reference angle is pi over 6. So this is going to equal the tangent of pi over 6, the reference angle, except give or take a negative sign. We might need a negative sign on it. So the way I figure out if I'm going to need a negative sign on it is I draw myself a picture. Okay, so that's pi over 2 so far. So if I need pi over 6, I'm going to have to divide each of these into 3 pieces. So it's going to be like this. Okay, so I've got 3 now, and I'm going to do that one more time. It's hard to draw with an electronic pen. So in the top here, you see now I have 6 pieces. So that means these are pi over 6s. So I need 23. I need to go to 23. So here I go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, and it makes sense because 24 pi over 6 would have been 4 pi. Anyway, so this is where we land. So the only question is tangent positive or negative in this quadrant? Well, in this quadrant, cosine is positive, x value, sine is negative, because that's the y value. A negative divided by a positive, right? Tangent is sine over cosine. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. All right, so tangent is definitely negative in this quadrant, so we need to put a negative sign on this. Now, what is the tangent of pi over 6? Well, like I said, tangent is sine over cosine. So it's going to be the sine of pi over 6 over the cosine of pi over 6. And don't forget your negative. Well, the sine of pi over 6, we have memorized that is 1/2. Okay, let's see, do I still have it? Yeah, we long ago memorized these 3 facts. Specifically sine of pi over 6 and cosine pi over 6. And we can get these 3 white ones very easily. So we tend to write these 6 down at the top of our paper or on scratch paper before we start any trig assignment. So cosine of pi over 6 is radical 3 over 2. Okay, so that means here I will have radical 3 over 2. The 2's in the denominator will cancel out, so I'm going to wind up with 1 over radical 3. Okay, so maybe I'll just wrap around and go ahead and put negative 1 over radical 3. Okay, so that is going to be the exact value. By the way, 1 over radical 3 is the same thing as radical 3 over 3. So watch out for that. This form shows up sometimes. So either one of these. All right, let's do one more. Look at number 8. The sine of 14 pi over 3. Again, you see the reference angle is going to be pi over 3. That means this is going to be the same thing as the sine of pi over 3, except for maybe it should be negative. I don't know yet. So to figure out if it needs a negative on it or not, I'll just come over here and draw myself a picture. Whoa, went off the rails a little bit. So here's pi, and if I take pi and divide it up into 3 pieces, I will have pi over 3. Okay, so there's pi over 3. So I'm supposed to go 14 pi over 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pi over 3 would be right there. Is sign negative or positive in this quadrant? Well, sign is going to be positive right there. Here's my y-axis. Here's my x-axis. Sine is the y value, okay? As in the cosine will be negative because the x values are negative over here, and sine will be positive because y values are positive. It's above the x-axis. So sine will be positive. So I don't need to stick a negative sign on it. So I just need to find, I just need to know what's the sine of pi over 3. That's all. And the sine of pi over 3, well, we've memorized that the sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. So the sine of pi over 3 must be the other thing, radical 3 over 2, because of the crisscross effect. So we wrote it down, there it is, radical 3 over 2. I didn't want black. All right, so there it is, positive radical 3 over 2.